Good morning, everyone. It's a wonderful Saturday morning. I know many of us are still asleep from enjoying ourselves on our Friday evening. My name is Ray Roberts. I am the managing partner of the Academic Partnership. The Academic Partnership is an educational consulting firm. We have been engaging Saudi Arabia for the last 5 years. We're going into our 6 years. We've trained over 400 teachers, and we have engaged over 40 schools in the kingdom throughout Riyadh, Dammam, and Jeddah. And we're looking forward to expanding our exposure in the kingdom in the 2017-2018 school year. We started off as consulting in America in 2009, and then we went to Africa and parts of Asia, Southeast Asia rather. Now we're in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East and Bahrain engaging. We offer many services ranging from curriculum development to teacher training to management and profitability support to after-school programming to summer programming. But I'm not here to really talk to you about the Academic Partnership today. What I'm here to talk to you about is APEA. APEA stands for the Association of Professional Educators Abroad. And this is an association that we started this year to really increase the knowledge and level of the teachers here in the kingdom and abroad. So it's not just a kingdom-wide association, it's an international association. We are a legal entity in America in the state of Delaware. And so we function as a legal entity. And again, our main focus is to train teachers, and what my desire is to make sure every teacher is, number one, professional and employable, and we're going to do that by making sure that we move every member in the association in APEA towards some type of licensure, which would include getting a license in the state of America, in the United States, or in your home country, or another country that's willing to give you a license. So we're working towards that goal of making sure all our members are licensed or certified teachers, not just through TESOL or CELTA, but licensed through a government agency, again, in the United States or any other country that gives teacher licensure and puts teachers through a rigorous certification course. So that's our ultimate goal. The next goal is to make sure teachers have advanced degrees and do continuous education, so i.e. master's degrees and doctorates in the field of education. Too often in our field, people come to our field and they're not properly trained, and we accept them as teachers, and that really lowers the standards of education. So we're here to increase the standards of education so we can provide the best service possible to our students and their parents. So that's why we're here in APEA. Now, this is the first year of APEA, so what we're trying to do is get everything working like a well-oiled machine. So I have given us some goals to reach for this 2017-2018 school year. The first goal is to get 1,000 members. Now that may seem like a lofty goal, but you aim for the stars, and at least you hit the sky, right? So we're going to shoot for 1,000 members this year. So I need every member to be on board with that task. The reason why we need 1,000 members, or as many members as possible, because the more members we have, the more credibility we have, and the more services we can get from organizations. The first thing they want to know is how many members you have. So obviously they can market to you. So the stronger our membership, the more services we can get, and the lower cost would be for any service that has a cost attached to it. Now, piggybacking on that idea of 1,000 members, uh, my second goal is to take everyone who's willing and able to go to take everyone to America, to my home country, for professional development. And we're going to do professional development at this university here, Fort Hays State University, which is a great university located in Hays, Kansas. Kansas is literally in the middle of America, and it's a great place. It actually is over 100 years old, and it started off as an agricultural and teaching school. So teaching in agriculture is at the heart of the business of Fort Hays State University. So it's a very well-established university, accredited university. Oddly enough, I found that many folks from the GCC countries actually attend Fort Hays State University. So what we're going to do is, I haven't quite worked it out yet, but my intentions are that we go not to Fort Hays, but we bring professors from Fort Hays to West Virginia. And the reason why I chose and select West Virginia is a number of reasons. One, we can fly into Dulles Airport, and which is a cheaper ticket, a cheap airport to fly into. And Dulles is in Washington, D.C., and we could stay in West Virginia, in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, which will be about an hour ride from the airport. It's a wonderful, beautiful, scenic place. You can Google Berkeley Springs. In fact, I'll show you some pictures of Berkeley Springs so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about here. Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, and we'll do an image search here. And it's just a very scenic place. Also, it's close to all the major metropolitan areas. It's easy to get on to Washington, D.C. It's about 45 minutes from Washington, D.C., about an hour from Baltimore, about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours from to Philadelphia, about 3.5 hours to 4 hours to New York City. So it's a great pivot point. And so my intentions are we bring professors. We have one professor, actually we have several professors already on board to work directly with up here. Dr. Gary Anderson from Fort Hays State has volunteered to work with us. And I have professors from other universities and community colleges who are willing to work with us directly. So my intentions is that we bring them to West Virginia. We stay in a very scenic and beautiful accommodation in West Virginia, and then we travel as a pivot point from West Virginia. The other option, if we can work it out, is to go to Kansas. The Kansas option is a little bit more expensive than that because Kansas is in the middle of the country. The airline tickets will be much more expensive, and logistically it'll be harder to get to because the closest airport is about an hour and a half from the university. So it's a lot more logistics. On top of the fact, there's not a lot of other places we can go and pivot from Kansas. So that's our goal. With 1,000 members, actually we have 3 goals. 1,000 members, go to America, and then the final goal that I worked with Dr. Anderson on is a professional development, a 9-month professional development program, which we use a book, that will highlight some ideas about innovative teaching. And that's where that's where I would like Saudi Arabia to be at this point in the game, is that we do some innovative teaching. Right now, we're doing a lot of antiquated teaching in Saudi Arabia, and I know this as a consultant. A lot of the teaching is very antiquated, it's very outdated, and not used in developed educational systems throughout the world. So I want to get Saudi Arabia on board, on task, and align with the 21st century as it relates to how we give instruction in our pedagogical approaches. So we will look at a book by the author Ron Ritchhart called The Creating Cultures of Thinking, The 8 Forces We Must Master to Truly Transform Our Schools. Again, that's by Ron Ritchhart. I'm going to work out the logistics of getting all members some version of that book. I have the book now, and we can work that out. We can work on how we can get people the version of that book. And basically, Dr. Anderson will be moderating discussions one Saturday a month during our meetings, during our monthly meetings, and we meet one Saturday every month. And if you need a schedule for this year, I'll be more than happy to give you that schedule. And we'll do a chapter by chapter each month, and then I'll provide logistical support in our website. We should have our website up and running before the first meeting in September, way before then, actually beginning of September. We should have the website. I will do screencasts like I'm doing now, discussing the book, so when we meet, folks will have ideas of what's going on in the chapters, and hopefully, inshallah, everyone's reading the chapters. So that's the 3 goals that I have for PIA for this year. 1,000 members. Also, go to America next summer after Ramadan, and then the professional development. Somebody's birthday here. The professional development for teachers, ongoing professional development. Hopefully, we will give certificates. Hopefully, that will be aligned with a established organization to give you the certificate and recognition of your participation in that professional development, and hopefully some other benefits as for those who actively participate in that professional development. Again, the details about America we will handle in the September meeting, the intimate details. And the most important thing about the America opportunity is that you folks must be on board quite early, because it's a long process. You cannot decide unless you already have a visa for America. You cannot decide the last minute. We need the folks to be on board right in September, October, so we can help everyone be prepared, so we can successfully get on a plane in June or July. I'm going to stop there. Thank you for your time. This is just a brief introduction about PIA. Again, my name is Ray Roberts. I look forward to meeting everyone. If you have any questions about PIA, the academic partnership, or any questions about education, please don't hesitate to email me at raynorroberts@calltoenglish.com. That's RAYNORROBERTS at call, CALL, to English.com. Or you can WhatsApp me, which is the fastest method, at 966-54-0039-777. Have a great and wonderful day, and we will talk to you later.